You probably know this word, dāng ran. It's one of those words every Chinese learner uses. But then you see another word, shang dang, and suddenly the same character doesn't feel friendly anymore. Wait, 当然上当 same Chinese character, but one is dang, the other is dang. So what changed? Is this just something you have to memorize? Or is this Chinese character doing something different in each word? That's the puzzle in today's video. Because once you understand what this Chinese character is doing, words like 当然 and 上当 stop feeling like two unrelated words. They start to make sense. So today we are going to follow this Chinese character through two different doors. One door says 当 and the other says 当. And by the end, you know why this tiny tone change can completely change the feeling of the word. Here is the simple rule. It is not perfect for every advanced word, but it works very well for learners. When this Chinese character is pronounced as dang, it often feels like someone or something is stepping into a situation. A person steps into a job. A thing happens at a certain time. Something should be done because the situation calls for it. So Tang feels active. It faces the moment. It takes the role. It does what is expected. But when Tang is pronounced Tang, the feeling is different. Dang is often about whether something matches, whether something is appropriate, or whether you treat one thing as another thing. Sometimes that match is correct. Sometimes the match is wrong. So when the match is very wrong, you get 上当, you get fooled. So keep this simple picture in mind. 当 means step into the situation. 当 means match or treat something as something. The easiest 当 is when someone becomes, works as, or acts as something. For example, 他当老师, he works as a teacher. Here, 当 is not of course. It means he is taking the role of a teacher. He is standing in that position. Another example. 我想当医生. I want to be a doctor. In English, we say I want to be a doctor. In Chinese, you can say 我想当医生. It feels like I want to take on that role. One more example. 他在公司当经理. He works as a manager in the company. So if 当 is followed by a job, identity, or role, you can usually think this person is stepping into that role. That is 当. Now let's move from roles to time. You will often see this Chinese character in time words. 当时 at that time, 当天 that day, 当年 back then or in those years. This Chinese character is pronounced as 当. Why? Because you are pointing to a moment and saying at that time, on that day, or back in that period. For example, 当时我不知道. At that time, I didn't know. This sentence is very natural. Maybe later you understood the situation, but 当时 at that moment, you didn't know. Another example. 当天他没有来. He didn't come that day. 当年我们都很年轻. Back then, we were all very young. So this dang is not a job anymore. It is a time marker, but it still has that feeling of placing something inside a situation. Not teacher situation this time, but a time situation. 当时 in that moment, 当天 on that day, 当年 in those years. That is why these are all dāng. You may notice this word 当然 also belongs to this 当 side. But we talked about 然 before. So today just remember 当然 is read 当然. Now let's focus on the bigger pattern of 当. Yin dang is useful because it shows another side of dang. It is not about job like 当老师. It is not about time like 当时. It means something should happen because the situation calls for it. Yin dang should or ought to. For example, 你应当小心一点. You should be a little more careful. Another example, 我们应当尊重别人. We should respect others. 应当 is not exactly the same as 当老师. Nobody is taking a job here. But 应当 still feels like this is what the situation calls for. This is what should happen. So for learners, remember these four 当 words. 当老师 take a role. 当时 point to a time. 当然 naturally or of course. 应当 should or ought to. That covers many common 当 words. Now let's cross to the other side. The side where 当 becomes 当. The most practical 当 words are 适当 suitable or appropriate, 恰当 proper or appropriate. These words are about whether something fits the situation well. For example, 累了就适当的休息一下. If you are tired, take a proper break. 这个说法不太恰当. This way of saying it is not very appropriate. So when this character appears in words about whether something fits the situation, like 适当, 恰当, or 得当, it is usually pronounced as 当. Now let's look at a pattern that learners really need. 当成 to treat as or to take as. 当作 to treat as or to regard as. The structure often looks like this. 把 X 当成 Y, meaning to treat X as Y. For example, 我把他当成朋友. I treat him as a friend. This sentence is about how I see him. Maybe we are not family. Maybe we are not officially close. But in my heart, I put him in the friend category. That is why 当成 is 当. It is about treating one thing as another thing. Another example. 别把玩笑当成事实. Don't treat a joke as a fact. This is a very useful sentence because sometimes the problem is not the joke. The problem is that someone put it in the wrong category. They treated joke as fact. One more example. 不要把客气当成喜欢. Don't mistake politeness for liking. This sentence is very modern and relatable. Someone is just being polite, but another person reads it wrongly. They treat 客气 as 喜欢. That's the feeling of 当成. You are not just seeing something, you are interpreting it. You are putting a label on it, and sometimes that label is wrong. Which brings us to the most interesting word in this whole video. The word is 上当, to get fooled or to fall for it. Example, 我上当了, I got fooled. Another example, 别再上当了, don't get fooled again. Now, this is where the video becomes interesting because 上当 is not just to be tricked. It's more like you accepted the wrong thing as true. You believed the wrong match. You treated something fake as real. That is why 上当 is 当 and not 当. It belongs to the matching or treating as side. But this time the match is wrong. that is the surprise. 当然 feels natural. 上当 feels embarrassing. But both are common. And now you know why they are pronounced differently. Now let's look at a few more words quickly. You don't need to memorize all of them today. Just notice which side they belong to. First, 当前 current or at present. For example, 当前情况比较复杂. The current situation is quite complicated. 当地 local. 我想尝尝当地美食. I want to try the local food. 当面 face to face. 我们当面说清楚. Let's explain it clearly face to face. These all connect to a situation. The current situation, the local place, the face to face moment. So they are 当 now 当铺 pawn shop. 以前很多地方都有当铺. In the past, many places had pawn shops. In a pawn shop, something is taken and treated as having a certain value. That belongs to the 当 side. Another useful one. 当真 to take seriously or to believe as true. 你别当真 don't take it seriously. Again, this is about treating something as real or serious. So it is 当. Once you see the pattern, this Chinese character stops feeling like a random pronunciation problem. It becomes a map. So let's bring everything together. This Chinese character feels difficult because English usually translates each word differently. 当然 becomes of course. 当时 becomes at that time. 当老师 becomes work as a teacher. 适当 becomes suitable. 当成 becomes treat as. 上当 becomes get fooled. In English, these look unrelated, but in Chinese, these character is doing different jobs. 当 is used when someone or something steps into a role, a time, or an expected situation. Example, 当老师当时当然应当 and 当 is used when something is matched, treated as something, judged as suitable, or wrongly accepted. 适当恰当当成上当 So the next time you see this Chinese character, don't panic. Ask yourself, is it about a role, time, or what should happen? Then think 当. Is it about suitability, treating one thing as another, or being fooled? Then think 当. And now the strange jump from 当然 to 上当 should feel much less strange. Because 当然 is what naturally fits, but 上当 is when the wrong thing seemed to fit, and you believed it. That is the trick inside this Chinese character. If this helped you, subscribe for more Chinese lessons that explain the logic behind words, not just dictionary meanings. And try this in the comments. Write one word using this Chinese character and guess whether it is 当 or 当. I'll see you in the next video. 再见.